Casual Talk here. I'm going to do this video to wake people up. Everything may be so expensive. Yes. The cost of living is crippling the economy. Yes. But what are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about it? What are you going to do? See, I already know I'm not going to get a lot of views. And I can expect not to get views off of this one video. Because, hey, YouTube has already demonetized me. And certain words that I say may be offensive or offensive on their terms because of other people's feelings. I actually don't care. I'm going to say the truth regardless. Okay? Just like, for example, how Pastor Gino Jennings, he doesn't care who anyone is. He sticks to the Bible. And I'm a huge believer in God. But aside from that, when it comes down to your credit is not everything. Your credit isn't the all walks of life. Your credit isn't going to land you that dream home that you want. Credit is not everything. Credit is not everything. For anyone who believes that having a good credit score will open so many opportunities, yes it will, and no it won't. It may get you a job or help you get a job, because let's just be honest, even if you have a really good credit score, if you don't qualify for that job position that you want, you don't qualify still. It could be because of your criminal record. It could be because of your resume. They found someone better. They found someone with the skills that they're actually looking for, and they actually favor more than you. It could be for many reasons. You were probably late to the interview. Somebody else was given the offer. You may get an offer for a nice car, but if you don't have the finances to keep up with it, regardless of, oh, I don't have any interest payments, then what is the point? You need to have structure, okay? You need to have structure. And what I mean by structure is that you need to have good credit. You need to have money saved up. You need to know how to manage money, and you need to have a well-paying job. There are many people out there who is living off of $50,000, $60,000 a year. And they have a lot of money saved up. They have excellent credit, and they have nice cars. You would think that, oh, he looks like he's rich. He looks like he got a lot of money. It's not about having a lot of money. Because think about it this way. For one, there are some states and some counties that will tax your checks a lot more than others. Some parts in California or in Massachusetts, you may make up to $100,000 a year, and you're only bringing home $80,000 to $70,000. In some other places, you could bring home $90,000. It depends on your status, because when you're married, especially by paper, in the system, they don't take much out from your taxes after you get your paycheck. Okay, depending on if you get paid by salary, bi-weekly, or weekly. Okay, they don't take much out from your taxes, especially if you live in an area or a county within that state, or that state as a whole, where taxes is not something where they're going to pickpocket a lot off of you. Some areas tax you a lot more than others. There are some states that has higher property taxes than others, especially depending on the county and how close you are to a major city where it's heavily taxed, okay? I'm educating every single one of you who's coming across this video. Anyone is free to make a comment, but at the end of the day, no matter what kind of credit score that you have, if you don't have a career or you're not making a decent amount of money, you are not going to get very far. You could borrow a loan to pay off the home, or to help, not pay off the home, but to help put a deposit down in the dream home that you want. But if you don't know how to spend properly, if you're not managing properly, especially if you owe tons of debt, it's going to be hard for you to keep up with the mortgage payments. See, so many people in America are so selfish, self-centered, ignorant. They want to live a lifestyle because of Instagram, the celebrities. They want to follow one another, show off to other people. And at the same time, they're killing their credit. They're putting themselves more into debt, and they're taking a lot more than what they can handle. You have to understand your limits. Even when you're making a decent amount of money, $60,000, $70,000, $80,000 a year, you have to watch how you're spending, because there are nurses out there that the moment they got a sniff of a lot of money that they're not used to having, they blow it up like idiots. I've heard cases from my wife where she's seen and heard videos and heard other people where they knew nurses that were working double shift to keep up with a luxury car, to keep up with a lifestyle. What is the point in killing yourself, burdening your body, when it could drop at any day, at any moment? You're burdening your body, killing your body, because you need sleep. You could die without enough sleep. Do you know that? Overtime is created, and it's essential to be wise. So use the overtime, common sense is, to save money on the side or to catch up with some bills that I need to take care of. I'm doing overtime right now because I've made a mistake in taking more than what I can handle. Now I'm suffering the consequences, and I can admit that for myself. I'm suffering for the consequences. And now I'm in a position where I have to get rid of Verizon, because Verizon is already expensive as it is. I'd rather outright buy a phone now, and now Klarna and Affirm, Afterpay, programs where you can make small monthly payments on a phone or an electronic device. They made it possible to where it could be the replacement of leasing a phone from companies such as AT&T or Verizon. AT&T, companies like Verizon, it's the big brands, because they're a big brand. They're selling people dreams and a lie that you have one of the best top quality services ever, but it costs you a lot, an arm and a leg. And all those hidden fees, I'm just warning you guys out there. It's not worth paying out of pocket. I've watched videos of people complaining about Verizon overspending on programs, products. That is just a waste of money. If you make up to $60,000, $70,000, $80,000 a year, and you got money saved up, you're debt free, and your rent or your mortgage payments is not a lot of money, you could get by very far, especially with a high credit score, because you know why? There's credit cards that are good for traveling, where you could travel for free with points. There's credit cards that are good with reimbursements. They give you cash back. If you know how to do things right, you juggle your credit score, you're able to have the finances to keep up with your credit score, to keep up with your credit, plus you have the job and the income, you could have more saved up on top of that. And not only that, you have more opportunities to get better homes, better apartments, and you can live in better areas and better places. But you have to first have the money. Credit is not first. The job that you need comes first. There are people, of course, you're just going to start off somewhere. I make between $30,000 to $40,000 a year at a dead-end job. I make about $19.50 an hour as a environmental services cleaner at Robert St. Francis Hospital in one of the areas in Charleston. I make between $30,000 to $40,000 a year. My rent went up around $200. It was around $1,800. Now I'm paying around $2,100. Now I have to do some extra overtime now And it's hurting me the fact that, dang, if I didn't have Verizon, if I paid off all my debt, which I'm going to, with the refund and the finances that I'm gonna get back from the school that I'm attending, the college that I'm attending, right? I would have been in a better position. See, when you're debt free, you have financial freedom. Especially when you're spending less than 30% utilization on all your credit cards. That is an excellent way to live. You could breathe. You don't feel like someone's foot is stuck on your neck. You don't feel like you're chained in shackles where you're a prisoner to your debt. When you're a prisoner of your debt, you're illiterate, you're ignorant, and you're going blind each and every day. I do not understand this generation. Some of these Gen Zers out here that are like, it's cool to be broke. There are just some people that purposely put themselves in bad situations because they want to fit in. Are you crazy? I'm going to hurt my pockets to be a victim and talk about to other people, oh, woe is me. I got to pay this and that. I got to pay my car note. My car payments is this and this and that. I knew, my wife told me one of her friends had her car repossessed. And she was paying up to $600 to $700 a month on a car that got repossessed. How on earth are you spending that much money on a car? You know why? And this friend is a nurse. She has too much baggage and she's taking more than what she could handle. You know why so many nurses are broke? Because they owe too much in debt. And this is what ruins their credit score. When you owe too much in debt, you can't keep up with your credit card payments. You can't keep up with your bills. You can't keep up with the car note. You can't keep up with your rent. You're more likely to get an eviction on your record. You're more likely to get your car repossessed. And it could go on your record. It could go on your TransUnion, your Experian, your Equifax. Next thing you know, it's going to be harder for you to even borrow loans. And if you can borrow a loan, then you're going to have to give them, I forgot the word for it, but you're going to have to give them something in return to where, okay, I'll let you borrow this amount of money, but not only is the interest going to be very high because we don't trust you, we're going to have to take something that we could possess. It could be your house or it could be a car. So if you cannot pay this money back, we have the rights to possess your house, or we have the rights to possess your vehicle. And that sucks when you have bad credit and you owe so much in debt. Credit is not enough to get by in America. You need to have a good paying job. You need to start off somewhere. Even for people that are making $30,000, $40,000 a year, they're in way better positions than me, and they have more money saved up because, for one, they bought a house earlier in life. Two, it could be because their rent, even though it went up a little bit, they have money saved up for a rainy day. Three, they know how to manage money properly. When you know how to manage money properly, you're debt-free. There is a high possibility you're going to have an excellent credit score because you know how to manage your credit, use your credit cards to just pay for small bills, because essentially that's what a credit card should be for, and use your money for whatever you may need. And if you need to borrow a loan, you have lower interest rates and you have enough expandable income that you don't owe so much that you can also focus on paying that loan back as well. Good credit does not take you very far, people. You can have the best credit in the world. If you don't have the money and you're in a lot of debt, it does not mean anything. It does not mean nothing. You have to be debt-free. You have to have a job that pays a good amount of money to keep up with the credit cards and to keep up with your credit. And in order for all of this to have you keep up with that 700 to 800 credit score. You need to have the finances, the resources, the job, the money, the security, the stability to keep up with this, be debt-free, have money saved up in order to get by enough to even buy a house. Don't listen to all these people saying that all houses is so expensive. Yes, sure it is, but what is your credit score like? What is your debt like? What is your lifestyle like? A lot of Americans, the problem with a lot of Americans today is that they do not know how to sacrifice, or they know how to sacrifice, they just don't want to. They don't want to sacrifice. They're very selfish, naive. They keep complaining. I'm going across YouTube videos of people complaining about California, people complaining about Massachusetts, people complaining about different states because of their own situation. Stop self-projecting and forcing other people to listen to you to sound like, oh, I'm a victim of my own demise. I'm a victim of my own choices. You made stupid choices. You made stupid choices. Hold yourself accountable. Shut up, keep to yourself, and work on your credit, work on your finances, work your way back up to be financially free of debt, have more saved in your pocket, get a better career, get a better job, and improve your credit to where your credit is not a liability and you could get by further in life. All of these goes hand in hand. Having a savings account, having a good paying job, having good, excellent credit utilization, and having a good credit score. All these four things goes hand in hand. They work together. Without one or the other, none of these could work. Without a good paying job, your credit score is not going to go anywhere. Without any credit cards where you have an excellent utilization, your credit is not going to go anywhere. If you don't have any credit history, then you have no credit. All of these goes hand in hand. Good paying job, excellent credit utilization, credit cards, credit history, and a good credit score. And money saved up as well. All of these are essential to get by, to have an excellent quality of life, and you at least have a chance to have an excellent quality of life. This is coming from an early 30-year-old man. I'm telling you like it is. Don't follow the mistakes and the things that I've done. I've made the mistake in my 20s, and now I'm suffering in my 30s, and now I'm pulling myself back. Thank God I got a job. Thank God I make enough to where I could take care of my debt, and thank God that I'm in school, in college at least, where I'm going to take advantage of the refund I'm getting back from college to take care of my bills. So the only thing I'm going to have to owe in the future is going to be my student loans, because I put myself in that situation to borrow unsubsidized and subsidized debt. I'm using that to take care of some of my classes that I need to improve my GPA, and I'm going to use some of that money to invest in it to take care of my credit that I owe in order to get myself in a better position, to have a better credit score, and to have more money saved up in my pocket. Do what you have to do. Do your research. Look at where all your money is going and see what the problem is. See the things that you actually need. Do I have to downgrade this? Do I have to take this off of my bill? Do I need this? Do I need that? Have a financial roadmap so you can have a goal for true financial freedom. True financial freedom is true financial success. You don't have to be rich. You just have to have the money. And if you want to make more, excellent. You want to do more, excellent. The rent here may be $3,000, $2,000 a month. You may need to have a better paying job. You don't have any debt holding you back. You don't have anything holding you back to go back to school. You don't have anything holding you back to get a better job. Do what you have to do to get by. In the end of the day, and just to end this video, guys, having an excellent credit score is not enough unless if you have a good paying job and you're financially debt free and you don't have too much eggs in your basket. Watch your pockets, watch your finances, watch your spending. Everything, all the things that I've mentioned earlier in this video goes hand in hand, and it's all common sense. It's common sense. Casual talk here. Peace out, guys. God bless. Let me know what you think.